Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah ma ba'd. So I would like to welcome you all to this reading of the clear Quran. Inshallah, today we'll be reciting and reading from the chapter called the Bees, Surah Al-Nahl, inshallah. So I would like you to, if you can grab your clear Quran, inshallah, or download the app, follow along with the app. That way it will be beneficial to you as well. Bi-idhnillah. Bees, An-Nahl. This Meccan surah, also known as the Surah of Blessing, Surah An-Ni'am, takes its name from the bees mentioned in verses 68-69, which are described as one of Allah's numerous favors to humanity. Instead of showing gratitude to Allah for all these blessings, the pagans witfully set up idols, associating them with Allah in worship. They are also condemned for burying their daughters alive, verses 58 and 59. References are made to grateful believers and ungrateful disbelievers, along with the ultimate reward from each group. Abraham is cited close to the end of the surah as a grateful servant of Allah, whose example should be emulated by all believers. The surah concludes by instructing the Prophet ﷺ, may the peace and blessings of God be upon him, to endure patiently and invite all to the way of Allah with wisdom and grace. That was the introduction, and now we will begin reading the translation of the surah. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. The command of Allah is at hand, so do not hasten it. Glorified and exalted is He above what they associate with Him in worship. He sends down the angels with revelation by His command to whoever He wills of His servants, stating, warn humanity that there is no God worthy of worship except me, so be mindful of me alone. He created the heavens and the earth for purpose. Exalted is He above what they associate with Him in worship. He created humans from a sperm drop, then behold, they openly challenge Him. And He created the cattle for you as a source of warmth, food, and many other benefits. They are also pleasing to you when you bring them home and when you take them out to graze. And they carry your loads to distant lands which you could not otherwise reach without great hardship. Surely your Lord is ever gracious, most merciful. He also created horses, mules, and donkeys for your transportation and adornment. And He creates what you do not know. It is upon Allah alone to clearly show the straight way. Other ways are deviant. Had He willed, He would have easily guided all of you. He is the one who sends down rain from the sky, from which you drink and by which plants grow for your cattle to graze. With it, He produces for you various crops, olives, palm trees, grapevines, and every type of fruit. Surely in this is a sign for those who reflect. And He has subjected for you benefit the day and the night, the sun and the moon. And the stars have been subjected by His command. Surely in this are signs for those who understand. And He subjected for you whatever He has created on earth of varying colors. Surely in this is a sign for those who are mindful. And He is the one who has subjected the sea, so from it you may eat tender seafood and extract ornaments to wear. And you see the ships plowing their way through it, so you may seek His bounty and give thanks to Him. He has placed into the earth firm mountains, so it does not shake with you, as well as rivers and pathways, so you may find your way. Also by landmarks and stars do people find their way. Can the one who creates be equal to those who do not? Will you not then be mindful? If you try to count Allah's blessings, you would never be able to number them. Surely Allah is all forgiving, most merciful. And Allah knows what you conceal and what you reveal. But those idols they invoke besides Allah cannot create anything. They themselves are created. They are dead, not alive, not even knowing when their followers will be resurrected. Your God is only one God. As for those who do not believe in the hereafter, their hearts are in denial and they are too proud. Without a doubt, Allah knows what they conceal and what they reveal. He certainly does not like those who are too proud. And when it is said to them, "What has your Lord revealed?" they say, "Ancient fables." Let them bear witness their burdens in full on the day of judgment, as well as some of the burdens of those they misled without knowledge. Evil indeed is what they will bear. Indeed, those before them had plotted, but Allah struck at the very foundation of their structure. So the roof tumbled over their heads, and the torment came upon them from where they did not expect. Then on the day of judgment, He will humiliate them and say, "Where are my so-called associate gods, for whose sake you used to oppose the believers?" Those gifted with knowledge will say, "Surely disgrace and misery today are upon the disbelievers." Those whose souls the angels will seize, while they wrong themselves, will then offer full submission and say falsely, "We did not do any evil." The angels will say, "No, surely Allah fully knows what you used to do. So enter the gates of hell to stay there forever. Indeed, what an evil home for the arrogant." And when it is said to those mindful of Allah, "What has your Lord revealed?" they say, "All the best." For those who do good in this world, there is goodness. But far better is the eternal home of the hereafter. How excellent indeed is the home of the righteous, the gardens of eternity which they will enter, under which rivers flow. In it they will have whatever they desire. This is how Allah rewards the righteous, those whose souls the angels take while they are virtuous, saying to them, "Peace be upon you, enter paradise for what you used to do." Are they only awaiting the coming of the angels or the command of your Lord, O Prophet? So were those before them, and Allah never wronged them, but it was they who wronged themselves. Then the evil consequences of their deeds overtook them, and they were overwhelmed of what they used to ridicule. The polytheists argue, had Allah willed, neither we nor our forefathers would have worshipped anything other than Him, nor prohibited anything without His command. So did those before them. Is not the messenger's duty only to deliver the message clearly? We surely sent a messenger to every community saying, "Worship Allah and shun false idols. Worship Allah and shun false gods." But some of them were guided by Allah while others were destined to stray. So travel throughout the land and see the fate of the deniers. Even though you, O Prophet, are keen on their guidance, Allah certainly does not guide those He leaves to stray, and they will have no helpers. They swear by Allah their most solemn oaths that Allah will never raise the dead to life. Yes, He will. It is a true promise binding on Him, but most people do not know. He will do that to make clear to them what they disagreed on, and for the disbelievers to know that they were liars. So inshallah, now we will have an ad play from our Furqaan project. JazakAllahu-Khairan. That was an ad from our sponsor, Al-Furqaan Foundation, Canada. Please do visit our website, Al-Furqaan, furqaanproject.ca. That's furqaanproject.ca. And please do donate to our cause. JazakAllahu-Khairan. We'll continue reading now from verse 40. If we ever will something to exist, all we say is be, and it is. As for those who immigrated in the cause of Allah after being persecuted, we will surely bless them with a good home in this world. But the reward of the hereafter is far better, if only they knew. It is they who have patiently endured, and in their Lord they put their trust. We did not send messengers before you, O Prophet, except mere men inspired by us. If you polytheists do not know this already, then ask those who have knowledge of the scripture. We sent them with clear proofs and divine books. And we sent down to you, O Prophet, the reminder, so that you may explain to people what has been revealed for them, and perhaps they will reflect. Do those who devise evil plots feel secure that Allah will not cause the earth to swallow them? Or that the torment will not come upon them in ways they cannot comprehend? Or that He will not seize them while they go about their day, for then they will have no escape? Or that He will not destroy them gradually? But your Lord is truly ever gracious, most merciful. Have they not considered how the shadows of everything Allah has created incline to the right and the left as the sun moves, totally submitting to Allah in all humility? And to Allah alone bows down in submission whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth of living creatures, as do the angels, who are not too proud to do so. They fear their Lord above them and do whatever they are commanded. And Allah has said, do not take two gods, there is only one God. So be in awe of me alone. To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens and the earth, and to Him alone is the everlasting devotion. Will you then fear any other than Allah? Whatever blessings you have are from Allah. Then whenever hardship touches you, to Him alone you cry for help. Then as soon as He removes the hardship from you, a group of you associates others with their Lord in worship, only returning our favors with ingratitude. So enjoy yourselves, for you will soon know. And they even assign to those idols who know nothing a share of what we have provided for them. By Allah, you will certainly be questioned about whatever lies you used to fabricate against Allah. And they attribute angels as daughters to Allah, glory be to Him, the opposite of what they desire for themselves. Whenever one of them is given the good news of a baby girl, his face grows gloomy as he suppresses his rage. He hides himself from the people because of the bad news he has received. Should he keep her in disgrace or bury her alive in the ground? Evil indeed is their judgment. To those who disbelieve in the hereafter belong all evil qualities, whereas to Allah belong the finest attributes, and He is the Almighty, All-Wise. If Allah were to punish a people immediately for their wrongdoing, He would not have left a single living being on earth, but He delays them for an appointed term. And when their time arrives, they cannot delay it for a moment, nor could they advance it. They attribute to Allah what they hate for themselves, and their tongues utter the lie that they will have the finest reward. Without a doubt, for them is the fire, where they will be abandoned. By Allah, we have surely sent messengers to communities before you, O Prophet. But Satan made their misdeeds appealing to them, so he is their patron on earth. He is their patron today, and they will suffer a painful punishment. We have revealed to you the book only to clarify for them what they differed about, and as a guide and mercy for those who believe. And Allah sends down rain from the sky, giving life to the earth after its death. Surely in this is a sign for those who listen. And there is certainly a lesson for you in cattle. We give you to drink of what is in their bellies, from between digested food and blood, pure milk, pleasant to drink. And from the fruits of palm trees and grapevines you derive intoxicants, as well as wholesome provision. Surely in this is a sign for those who understand. And your Lord inspired the bees, make your homes in the mountains, the trees, and in what people construct. And feed from the flower of any fruit you please, and follow the ways of your Lord has made easy for you. And follow the ways your Lord has made easy for you. From their bellies come forth liquid of varying colors, in which there is healing for people. Surely in this is a sign for those who reflect. Allah has created you and then causes you to die. And some of you are left to reach the most feeble stage of life, so that they may know nothing after having known much. Indeed, Allah is all-knowing, most capable. And Allah has favored some of you over others in provision. But those who have been much favored would not share their wealth with those bondspeople in their possession, making them their equals. Do they deny Allah's favors? And Allah has made for you spouses of your own kind, and given you through your spouses children and grandchildren. And He has granted you good, lawful provisions. Are they then faithful to falsehood and ungrateful for Allah's favors? Yet they worship besides Allah those idols who do not afford them any provision from the heavens and the earth, nor do they have the power to. So do not set up equals to Allah, for Allah certainly knows and you do not know. At this moment, I would like to take a moment and ask all of you that during the month of Ramadan, Alhamdulillah, Al-Furqaan Foundation, Furqaan Project Canada, we are doing the work of distributing the clear Quran to non-Muslims. Alhamdulillah, we have an online portal of where a non-Muslim can come online and order a Quran and pay shipping of only $7, a flat fee, and we will ship this Quran to anywhere in Canada. Alhamdulillah, this is a service that will be beneficial to all non-Muslims and all Muslims who want to send their friends, their colleagues, a copy of the Quran. So the website is orderaquran.ca/free Quran. And as well, alhamdulillah, the Furqaan project at this moment is partnering with other organizations that are doing COVID-19 relief. And the plan is that the COVID packages that are prepared and given to non-Muslims, that we will include a gift of the clear Quran. As you can see, my brothers and sisters, that here we're reading the clear Quran, and alhamdulillah, it is very easy to understand. The language is simple, modern. And giving this Quran to a non-Muslim will be the perfect introduction to them to understand Islam. My brothers and sisters, even if this non-Muslim does not convert, because of course the hidayah is in the hands of Allah, this non-Muslim will at least have a good impression of Islam, will have a right understanding of the source of Islam, the Quran, and will understand that what is being said in the media is completely false. And this is this light over here, this light of the Quran that's in front of us. This light, inshallah, will give them a good impression of Islam, and as well, hopefully guide them to Islam. My brothers and sisters, I would like to ask you to do me a favor and to go to furqanprojectcanada.ca. By going to furqanprojectcanada.ca, you'll be able to donate. Okay, so I will be, give me one moment, please. So what I will do now is I will be sharing my screen with you to show you how to go to the Furqaan Project Canada website. Okay, so here we're sharing my screen. It's here, and if you go down to this button here, donate now, click on donate now, you'll be taken to this page here. Scroll down, so it gives you three options: online, by mail, and by e-transfer. So if you select donate now on the online platform, you'll be taken to our secured platform that's been secured with Giving Fuel. You want to make sure that your information is secure and that, inshallah, that there's no security issues with this donation process. So you'll see over here, you have the choice of donating, 1 box, 2 boxes, 5 boxes, 10 boxes, 20 or 100 boxes. Or if you wish, you can donate another amount. But if you donate this 1 box here, my brothers and sisters, this 1 box has 52 copies of this book, the Clear Quran. I have it right over here. The Clear Quran is with these boxes. There are 52 of them. And inshallah, if you go here and you select this, you'll be able to make your donation. You can add a 3% to cover the credit card fees. And you put your billing information in and just put submit, and you will get this donation. So please go ahead and do that. And this is here, right over here, is the Clear Quran. This is by Dr. Mustafa Khattab. This is our Dawah edition. So you'll see over here, this Dawah edition, there is no Arabic, and the word Allah has been replaced with God, just because perhaps a non-Muslim was more familiar with the term God. So that way that it's more accessible to the non-Muslim. So again, please, I will ask you to do this work. And the thing with the non-profits is that we do not sit with your money. People who are joining us today, you might be joining every single day, and you'll see that our imams are asking and asking you to donate to sponsor these boxes. And this is because a nonprofit, my brothers and sisters, a charity organization, does not sit on donations, right? We are trying our best to take those funds and put them in the right place and making sure that we can deliver on our promise. So please, I urge you again that during this month of Ramadan, a month where the Prophet ﷺ was the most generous, the Prophet ﷺ was the most generous to begin with, but during the month of Ramadan, he was like a blessed wind. He would go around giving sadaqah, helping other people. And that's the character of the Prophet ﷺ. And the other side we have as well is that this is the month of the Quran. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. This is the month that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed the Quran, my brothers and sisters. So to celebrate the Quran, what better way that we can celebrate with our non-Muslims than by giving them a gift, right? This Clear Quran, giving them a chance to expose themselves to this light as well. My brothers and sisters, da'wah is a fard kifaya. It's a responsibility upon all of us, a communal responsibility. We don't expect every single one of us to go out and call people to Islam because perhaps we don't have the qualifications. But we do have a responsibility as community to have organizations that are fulfilling this responsibility. My brothers and sisters, Furqaan Project Canada, the Furqaan Foundation, we are fulfilling this responsibility, taking this burden off your shoulders. So I ask you again, inshallah, that if you can go ahead to our website online and donate, we will appreciate that from you. great deed. JazakAllahu-Khairan Jazak. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you during this month. And I'm fasting right now. And I'm making dua for you. And I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts this dua. The Prophet ﷺ said that the fasting person's dua is accepted. Right? So I'm praying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts my dua, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts this donation from you and makes it a reason to guide others to Islam, to his way to Jannah. Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ameen. We will continue, inshallah, from verse 75. Verse 75. Allah sets forth a parable, a slave who lacks all means, compared to a free man to whom we granted a good provision, of which he donates freely, openly and secretly. Are they equal? Praise be to Allah. In fact, most of them do not know. And Allah sets forth a parable of two men, one of them is dumb, incapable of anything. He is a burden on his master. Wherever he is sent, he brings no good. Can such a person be equal to the one who commands justice and is on the straight path? To Allah alone belongs the knowledge of the unseen in the heavens and the earth. Bringing about the hour would only take the blink of an eye, or even less. Surely Allah is most capable of everything. And Allah brought you out of the wombs of your own mothers while you knew nothing, and gave you hearing, sight, and intellect, so perhaps you would be thankful. Have they not seen the birds glide in the open sky? None holds them up except Allah. Surely in this are signs for those who believe. And Allah has made your homes a place to rest, and has given you tents from the hide of animals, light to handle when you travel and when you camp. And out of their wool, fur, and hair, He has given you furnishings and goods for a while. And Allah has provided for you shade out of what He has created, and has given you shelter in the mountains. He has also provided you with clothes protecting you from the heat and cold, and armor shielding you in battle. This is how He perfects His favor upon you, so perhaps you will fully submit to Him. But if they turn away, then your duty, O Prophet, is only to deliver the message clearly. They are aware of Allah's favors, but still deny them, and most of them are truly ungrateful. Consider, O Prophet, the day we will call a prophet as a witness from every faith community. Then the disbelievers will neither be allowed to plead nor appease their Lord. And when the wrongdoers face the punishment, it will not be lightened for them, nor will they be delayed from it. And when the polytheists see their associate gods, they will say, Our Lord, these are our associate gods that we used to invoke besides you. Their gods will throw a rebuttal at them, saying, You are definitely liars. They will offer full submission to Allah on that day, and whatever gods they fabricated will fail them. For those who disbelieve and hinder others from the way of Allah, we will add more punishment to their punishment for all the corruption they spread. Consider, O Prophet, the day we will call against every faith community a witness of their own. And we will call you to be a witness against these people of yours. We have revealed to you the book as an explanation of all things, a guide, a mercy, and good news for those who fully submit. Indeed, Allah commands justice, grace, as well as courtesy to close relatives. He forbids indecency, wickedness, and aggression. He instructs you, so perhaps you will be mindful. Honor Allah's covenant when you make a pledge, and do not break your oaths after confirming them, having made Allah your guarantor. Surely Allah knows all you do. Do not be like the woman who foolishly unravels her yarn after it is firmly spun. by taking your oaths as a means of deceiving one another in favor of a stronger group. Surely Allah tests you through this, and on the day of judgment, He will certainly make your differences clear to you. Had Allah willed, He could have easily made you one community of believers, but He leaves to stray whoever He wills and guides whoever He wills, and you will certainly be questioned about what you used to do. And do not take your oaths as a means of deceiving one another, or your feet will slip after they have been firm. Then you will taste the evil consequences of hindering others from the way of Allah, and you will suffer a tremendous punishment. And do not trade Allah's covenant for a fleeting gain. What is with Allah is certainly far better for you, if only you knew. Whatever you have will end, but whatever Allah has is everlasting, and we will certainly reward the steadfast according to the best of their deeds. Whoever does good, whether male or female, and is a believer, we will surely bless them with a good life, and we will certainly reward them according to the best of their deeds. When you recite the Quran, seek refuge in Allah from Satan the accursed. He certainly has no authority over you who believe and put their trust in their Lord. His authority is only over those who take him as a patron, and who under his influence associate others with Allah in worship. When we replace a verse with another, and Allah knows best what He reveals, they say, "You, Muhammad, are just a fabricator." In fact, most of them do not know. Say, the Holy Spirit has brought it down from your Lord with the truth to reassure the believers as a guide and good news for those who submit to Allah. And we will surely know that they say no one is teaching him except a human. But the man they refer to speaks a foreign tongue, whereas this Quran is an eloquent Arabic. Surely those who do not believe in Allah's revelations will never be guided by Allah, and they will suffer a painful punishment. No one fabricates lies except those who disbelieve in Allah's revelations, and it is they who are the true liars. Whoever disbelieves in Allah after their belief, not those who are forced while their hearts are firm in faith, but those who embrace disbelief wholeheartedly, they will be condemned by Allah and suffer a tremendous punishment. This is because they prefer the life of this world over the hereafter. Surely Allah never guides those who choose to disbelieve. They are the ones whose hearts, ears, and eyes are sealed by Allah. It is they who are truly heedless. Without a doubt, they will be the losers in the hereafter. As for those who immigrated after being compelled to renounce Islam, then struggled in Allah's cause and persevered, your Lord, O Prophet, is truly all forgiving, most merciful after all. Consider the day when every soul will come pleading for itself, and each will be paid in full for what it did. None will be wronged. And Allah sets forth the example of a city which was safe and at ease, receiving its provision in abundance from all directions. But its people met Allah's favors with ingratitude, so Allah made them taste hunger and fear for their misdeeds. A messenger of their own actually did come to them, but they denied him. So the torment overtook them while they persisted in wrongdoing. So eat from the good lawful things which Allah has provided for you, and be grateful for Allah's favors if you truly worship Him alone. He has only forbidden you to eat carrion, blood, swine, and what is slaughtered but in the name of any other than Allah. But if someone is compelled by necessity, neither driven by desire nor exceeding immediate need, then surely Allah is all forgiving, most merciful. Do not falsely declare with your tongues, this is lawful and that is unlawful, only fabricating lies against Allah. Indeed, those who fabricate lies against Allah will never succeed. It is only a brief enjoyment, then they will suffer a painful punishment. To the Jews, we have forbidden what we revealed to you before. We did not wrong them, but it was they who wronged themselves. As for those who commit evil ignorantly or recklessly, then repent afterwards and mend their ways, then your Lord is surely all forgiving, most merciful. Indeed, Abraham was a model of excellence, devoted to Allah, perfectly upright, not a polytheist. Utterly grateful to Allah's favors, so He chose him and guided him to the straight path. He blessed him with all goodness in this world and the hereafter, and in the hereafter he will certainly be among the righteous. Then we revealed to you, O Prophet, saying, follow the faith of Abraham the upright, who was not one of the polytheists. Honoring the Sabbath was ordained only for those who disputed about Abraham. And surely your Lord will judge between them on the day of judgment regarding their disputes. Invite all to the way of your Lord with wisdom and kind advice, and only debate with them in the best manner. Surely your Lord alone knows best who has strayed from his way and who is rightly guided. If you retaliate, then let it be equivalent to what you have suffered. But if you patiently endure, it is certainly best for those who are patient. Be patient, O Prophet, for your patience is only with Allah's help. Do not grieve over those who disbelieve, nor be distressed by their schemes. Surely Allah is with those who shun evil and who do good deeds. JazakAllahu-Khairan. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. We have completed this reading of Surah Al-Nahl. My brothers and sisters, for those who are watching and for those who will watch this video, I urge you all, please, to visit our website, Furqaan, found furqaanproject.ca, furqaanproject.ca, and I ask you that you donate to our cause, inshallah. Sponsor a box today, call your friends up, tell them about a project that we are distributing, the clear Quran to non-Muslims. And my brothers and sisters, especially in COVID-19, at this moment, many people are looking for spirituality. They want to see a way out. They might have, for example, someone who passed away in their family. They might be themselves affected by COVID-19, or they might just be in fear. This is the best time, my brothers and sisters, to give da'wah to the non-Muslim, because they're looking for the truth. When human beings are in need, when there's a need for them, when they're in fear, when they're fearing the unknown, when they're looking for answers, they turn to spirituality, they turn to religion. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes this in the Quran, that the disbeliever, when they are embarking upon a ship and they're in the ship and there's waves around them and they're about to feel as if they're about to drown, they call upon Allah sincerely. This happens because there's fear. But once everything becomes back to normal, they come back to shore, they start to associate partners with God again. Our brothers and sisters, during this time, this is the time we're supposed to spread this message right over here. The clear Quran, the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, needs to be in the hands of the non-Muslims. And we need to do this together. We need to go ahead and tell our family, tell our friends, ourselves, to sponsor copies of this book, copies of the Quran, sponsor a box, 2 boxes, 5 boxes. If you know those who are, alhamdulillah, more have more wealth, then ask them to sponsor 50 boxes, right? 50 boxes. And of course, we are a charitable organization, so we can, alhamdulillah, issue tax receipts. So please go ahead to furqanproject.ca and donate. I would like to conclude by making dua. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. اللهم تقبل صلاتنا وصيامنا وقيامنا وركوعنا وسجودنا يا رب العالمين. We ask you, Ya Allah, to bless us during the month of Ramadan. We ask you, Ya Rabbil Alameen, to accept our prayers, our fasts, our charity, our good deeds, Ya Rabbil Alameen. We ask you, Ya Rabbil Alameen, to make this month easy, to protect our families, to protect our loved ones, to allow us to complete this month under your mercy and in safety, Ya Rabbil Alameen. We ask, Ya Rabbil Alameen, that all those who are sick, to give them a cure from yourself, Ya Rabbil Alameen. We ask you, Ya Allah, by your infinite mercy, to have mercy upon all those who have passed away, especially those who have passed away because of COVID-19. We ask you, Ya Allah, that you accept them as shuhada, as martyrs in your path, Ya Allah. سبحان ربك العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.